Hello everyone, wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, getting ready for the new year. This is a typical British favorite and they are known as cream teas when we go to places like Cornwall and Devon. And basically these are scones which are served with clotted cream or thick cream and strawberry jam. And we're going to make our own strawberry jam. So let's preheat the oven to 200 degrees and get it going. Now let's get started on the jam. 400 grams of freshly cut strawberries which are washed and halved. So I'm going to put that over there in the pan. I'm going to add half a cup of water just to kind of get the strawberries cooking. I'm also going to add 300 grams of sugar. I don't want to make it sickly sweet. Let it have a good mix. Our liquid is bubbling with the strawberries, at which point I'm going to put it at the lowest possible heat so it can stew and cook away into a jam consistency. Now let's go and make the mixture for our scones. In a nice deep bowl, I have here with me 225 grams of self-raising flour, and I'm just going to sieve it into this bowl, to which I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And this is a very important ingredient. To the flour and baking powder, I'm adding 50 grams of caster sugar, and that's for just a tiny bit of sweetness, nothing else. Before I put my hands into this mix, I have here with me 100 ml of milk, to which I'm going to crack 1 egg. And let's just give this a good mix. It's well mixed now. I've washed my hands, they're nice and clean. I have 50 grams of butter which is cut into cubes, and it is just about solid but it's not very hard. And now with my hands I'm just going to rub in the flour with the butter to kind of make it like breadcrumbs, almost like a short crust pastry. You have to be very gentle with this dough because it doesn't really need a lot of kneading. I've got the mix looking exactly like breadcrumbs. This is what it should look like. Just leaving maybe 1 tablespoon of this mix aside, I'm going to put the rest into this dough mix. And this is just to keep on top of the scones. I'm just going to stir this. It should be a sticky dough. If the dough should get a little bit more stickier, then just put a little bit of flour in your hands to release it from your hands. And I'm also going to put flour now on the table so we can roll it out. We have it out on the table, and like I said, you have to really be gentle with this dough. Most of the recipes ask you to use a rolling pin and spread the dough out, but some experts prefer it when you just use your hands and spread it out. When you spread it out, just make sure you keep half a centimeter of thickness. And let's take cutter, which is, for me, it's a katori. Let's just do round circles and try not to twist it. I managed to get 9 rounds of scone dough, and I've made some thick ones and I've made thin ones just to see how much they rise. And the key is basically don't spread them out too much, because if you put them closer together, when they expand, they will rise higher rather than sideways. So you have a nice tall scone rather than a broad one, and that's the idea. But before I put it in the oven, I'm just going to put a little bit of the egg and milk mix, and that's exactly why I left a little bit behind. This will give a nice shine to the scones. And if you're doing something like this on Christmas Day, you should probably even put some nice raisins. So let's put this in the oven, which has been warming up since the past 10-15 minutes. This will bake at 200 degrees for 15 minutes till they're golden brown. The strawberries have broken down pretty much the way you should. I am going to add a few drops of lemon. Give that a stir. I just happen to have some sweet cinnamon. It doesn't need to be sweet, but it will just give it extra sweetness, which is not bad for a jam. I'm just gonna keep half a teaspoon of that. This really gives a very Christmassy fragrance. Let's just raise the heat, let the liquid evaporate and become sticky. I've just switched off the hob and it's looking pretty good. Just ready to keep this in a nice bowl to cool down. I'm going to leave this in the fridge for half an hour before we can use it on the scones. Okay, it's been 15 minutes now and it's time to get our scones out. And they're looking pretty good. I am so ready to have my cream tea. We got tea, we got scones, and look how beautiful they look. I am just so amazed with myself. We've got our clotted cream. If you don't get clotted cream, just use double cream and whip it up to make a nice thick creamy mix. So let's take a nice piece of scone with the sharpest knife, cut it in half. Can you see what a work of art this is? Take a good chunk of clotted cream Another way people do this is by cutting in half and just doing it like a sandwich. And then just place this over like that. Moment of truth. Oh wow, it's gonna be a great Christmas. It looks Christmassy, it feels Christmassy, it tastes Christmassy. So please try your hand at this. It was really simple to make. So here's wishing you all a very, very beautiful time at Christmas with your loved ones. Stay safe and be happy wherever you are. Lots and lots of love from Girls Kitchen. Bye.